out of a martini, shaken, not stirred. Hey everyone, welcome to another review, and yes, I am back from my trip, and I'm back with another review. Yes, this review is for the movie Spectre. Yes, the new James Bond movie. Yes, the new James Bond movie starring Daniel Craig. Yes, Daniel Craig's back again with his fourth installment as James Bond. Casino Royale was awesome, Skyfall was awesome, Quantum of Solace was not so awesome, but is this movie awesome? It's returning Sam Mendes, the director of Skyfall. Could be great, could be great. It stars a pretty awesome cast, has Naomie Harris, Fiennes, Christoph Waltz, Dave Bautista. Could it be great? Could it be great? I sound like a child. Is it good? Is it good? It's decent. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, not amazing, not amazing. I know a lot of people were really anticipating this movie. I was one of them. I thought Spectre was going to be another amazing James Bond movie. But now I can see with some of these James Bond movies, there's sort of a pattern. Casino Royale, awesome. Quantum of Solace, not so awesome. Skyfall, awesome. Spectre, I wouldn't say not so awesome, but it's definitely not as good as Skyfall or Casino Royale. This is not a bad movie. Spectre is not a bad movie. I know a lot of people are calling this movie a complete piece of shit. Fuck this movie. James Bond is done. Daniel Craig, he sucks. Like, he's only done 2 good ones. Fuck the movie Spectre, fuck it all. Like, I know, some people were going apeshit over this movie. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not great. It's not that bad. There was a lot of things I loved in this movie. Like, for one thing, let's get to the positives about this. Positives first, okay? There's a lot of positives about this movie. First thing, the shots. The cinematography is gorgeous. This is a Sam Mendes film. Of course, it's a beautifully shot film. The cinematography was top freaking notch. I love the opening tracking shot and the opening scene of this movie. So fucking well done. So good. Every shot was just gorgeous. Beautiful. Not quite as good as Skyfall cinematography, but it's amazing. It's really good. I could see, like, if this movie could probably get nominated for Best Cinematography. Probably only cinematography, but it's so beautifully shot. Amazing. So good. So good. Positive, yes. Another positive is the performances. The performances in this movie were really good. Daniel Craig, once again, is very good. I think he's a good James Bond, and I think he's a good actor. Even in Quantum of Solace, a shitty movie, he's still good in that movie. That's like the only thing that's good about Quantum of Solace, is Daniel Craig's performance. His performance in this movie was very good. I thought Daniel Craig did a very good job. So did Naomie Harris. Fiennes is back as M. He's great. Christoph Waltz was awesome. He was barely in the damn movie, because I love Christoph Waltz. I think he's a great actor, and he was great in this movie. He just wasn't in it enough. I wish he was more in it. He was interesting, a fascinating character. He was barely in the movie. Dave Bautista, he was great as the big tough guy who says nothing, but that's the problem. He says nothing. Dave Bautista could be a very funny and very charming guy, as we saw in Guardians of the Galaxy when he played Drax the Destroyer. Dave Bautista can be awesome. He wasn't awesome performance-wise, but he was badass. Like, every fight scene with him, James Bond, was pretty awesome, but you can use Dave Bautista for a lot of things now. He can be a good actor, and he just said nothing. He was just there to fight James Bond. I have no problem with that, but it's Dave Bautista. He can give some decent performances like he did in Guardians of the Galaxy, but yeah, the performances all in all were good. I enjoyed the acting in this movie. What else did I enjoy? Well, another thing I did enjoy was the action. There's some really good action scenes in this movie, like the opening tracking shot action scene. Really good. I love the opening tracking shot. Great intense action. Again, beautifully filmed and well-crafted action scenes in this movie. Sam Mendes can direct really great action scenes, and the action was fantastic in this movie. Very, very well done. Almost every action scene is very memorable, and I enjoyed it and had a lot of fun with it. It was very entertaining. And Sam Mendes' direction was very well done. Like, there was some problems with its execution, but I think he directed the actors properly, and he directed the action properly. Now, the big problem with this movie is the writing. The writing is very poorly done. It's a very poorly told story. The story of this movie is Mission Impossible story. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Yeah, that story, that's what this story is. It's Mission Impossible Rogue Nation meets Captain America Winter Soldier. Watch Captain America Winter Soldier, watch Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Those two stories combined make Spectre. It's not even an original story. And I don't care if it's not original, but just make it interesting. And the story in this movie wasn't interesting. I wasn't interested with the story. I wasn't interested in what was going on with these agencies and these conspiracies and everything. I did not give a shit. I just wanted to get to the action. And I'm not that kind of guy. Like, I love action, but action doesn't make a movie. A story, characters, and writing, and flawless direction make a movie. Action is just a good, entertaining part of a movie. but this movie relied heavily on its beautiful cinematography and great action. Like, the story wasn't interesting, wasn't fascinating. I wanted to be gripped by it and captivated by the story. I wasn't. Like, Skyfall had a good story. Casino Royale had a good story. Quantum of Solace had a shitty story. This movie had a shitty story. Like, even the goofy, silly James Bond movies, there's somewhat of a story to the movies, and there's good, complex characters in the movies, even though they're very silly. And another thing, like, you don't have to make James Bond complicated. James Bond movies aren't like smart, intellectual films. Try not to make it smart and intellectual, and I can tell this movie was trying to make it very smart, very intellectual, very, like, intense, very Nolan-y. Like, no. This is not a Christopher Nolan movie. This is a James Bond movie. You don't have to be smart to watch a James Bond movie. You just gotta have good entertainment and a good, well-told story. Simplify the story. Don't overcomplicate it. And don't put dumb twists. There was a twist in this movie. I will not spoil the twist of the movie, but it was really stupid. I saw the twist coming, but then I thought in my head, I thought, oh, maybe they won't use that twist. I'm like, I don't think this movie will go that route. I don't think this movie is that stupid. Like, no, it's not gonna go that route. And by the end of the movie, it went that route. I did not like the twist of this movie. It was a really stupid twist, and I didn't think it was clever, or smart, or interesting, or even dramatic or deep. I thought it was just really lame. But, like I said, there are some great things in this movie. The action is so fucking good. Like, for all you action lovers, you will have a blast with this movie. And that's okay. You can have a blast with this movie, because the action is fucking awesome and very entertaining. And if you love beautiful looking movies, like great cinematography films, you will love this movie. The cinematography, just gorgeous. And again, the performances are good. These are good positives. Action, cinematography, performances, indecent direction. Those are positives, and they make this movie good, and they make this movie watchable. But the story was just so poorly done. The writing was, I could say, bad. Like, the writing wasn't good. The narrative was completely sloppy, and it took away from the movie. It made the movie pretty disappointing, actually, and the movie was very long. Every James Bond movie is long, but this movie felt long. When I was watching the movie, I felt all the time that was going by. Like, it's 2.5 hours. It felt like 2.5 hours. When I'm watching movies like The Martian or Crimson Peak, I didn't feel like I was watching a 2.5 hour movie. I felt like I was just watching an awesome movie, and I was like, oh, it's over? Even like fun action movies like Mission Impossible Rogue Nation or Ant-Man, those are like 2-hour films. They didn't feel like 2-hour films because I'm just so amazed by the movie. I'm just so entertained by it. This movie's entertaining, but then it overcomplicates it with the story and the writing. And it's very, very, very poorly done, and it's just such a drag. Such a big drag. And I know I'm rambling, but this movie was disappointing. It wasn't bad. It was not bad at all. I can recommend this movie. I will recommend this movie. If you're a big James Bond fan, you're a big action movie lover, you will love this movie. But just, I'm the kind of person who likes to be simplified by James Bond. Like, James Bond is not a complicated story. Just make it a simple story. And if you're trying to make it smart, make it make sense and make it interesting. Like, the writer of this movie, I thought they were trying to be like Christopher Nolan. No, you're a James Bond movie. Be a James Bond movie. And I know they're trying to do clever things, you know, play homage to old school James Bond. That was cool. Like, I love the old the little homages to the old school Sean Connery James Bond. That's funny. It's kind of everything against Daniel Craig's character because he's a very different, unique James Bond. But who cares? If you want to do old school references, do old school references. Just make it work. There's so much in this movie that just, it didn't work. There's a lot of things that didn't work at all. But the good things were good, and I can recommend this movie for those good things. Performances, cinematography, direction, watch it. Great action movie. You want to watch a fun, entertaining action movie? Go watch this movie. But if you're looking for a very good and deep James Bond movie, this is not it. If you're looking for another Skyfall or Casino Royale, this is not it. I was disappointed with the movie. I still liked the movie, but I was very disappointed. Scale 1 to 10, I'll give the movie Spectre a 6.5 out of 10. So yeah, I liked the movie. It was just pretty disappointing. Like, I wanted to love this movie. I really did. So yeah, that was my review of the movie Spectre. I'm sorry if people wanted me to love it. I didn't. It was still good. But the comment section below, please tell me, what is your favorite Daniel Craig James Bond movie? There's 4 of them. I don't think there's going to be any more, but there's 4 of them. What is your favorite? Comment below. Let me know. My favorite is, of course, Casino Royale. I love Casino Royale. But what is your favorite? Comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.